Hey everybody, Livingston here. Today we're jumping into episode 36 of the Twilight Zone. That's the season finale of this season. We finally made it to the end of it, and I'm feeling pretty grateful. Glad that I got through this year and this season, and it's been a wonderful ride seeing all the different stories and all the different actors that were portraying all these people who end up becoming victims of the Twilight Zone. And they're very unique and things that I have seen before, but it seems like this is where it all originated from when it comes to a lot of the great sci-fi stories told out there. And I'm really looking forward to jumping into this one because yet again, it's another one I haven't seen. But tune in next episode where I'll be going through my top 5 and bottom 5 episodes of the Twilight Zone, as well as going through the comments section and seeing what you had to say about each episode and the series as a whole. And if you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe to continue on this journey with us to episode 156 of the Twilight Zone. And let's just dive right in.
The Twilight Zone.
Tilt down.
The home of Mr. Gregory West, America's most noted playwrights. The office of Mr. Gregory West. Mr. Gregory West.
Hey, Greg.
Shy, quiet, and at the moment, very happy.
You don't look it. She does, though.
You really should be working, you know.
You're nagging me.
I'm only thinking of posterity.
Think of me instead.
Don't I always?
Yes, you do.
Posterity. People don't use words like that anymore.
We'll let the master decide.
The master. Very dominant, submissive relationship we have here.
Perfect, as always.
Are you describing yourself, Mr. West?
Let the mistress decide.
She's decided.
Oh, the dialogue's pretty good. It's very sharp.
And the final ingredient, Mrs. Gregory West.
Okay. So he's cheating.
I have to.
Gregory, I'm home, darling.
No, Greg.
What else can I do?
Are you so afraid?
I hope I'm not interrupting you.
You could just answer.
I'll only be a moment. I just want to come in and kiss you.
It's a good reason. Okay, what was that about?
Well, I didn't expect you to...
What happened? She's gone.
What's the matter, dear? Something wrong?
I mean, she could be hiding.
How come you're home so early, dear? Didn't you like the movie?
No, not very much. I just decided I'd come home early.
You just don't decide that.
Have you been busy?
Oh, yes. I got quite a bit done.
Did you? I see you dropped a glass.
Oh, yeah. You looking for something, dear?
I just thought I'd see if your room needed to be cleaned.
I don't think so. What are you doing, dear?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Checking the wall.
For what reason?
What's that?
Scissors.
My scissors.
You wouldn't by any chance have a secret door in here, would you?
Nope.
A secret door? Well, now, what on earth would I want with a secret door in here?
Yes, whatever on earth for.
So where did she go?
Are you all right, Vic?
Well, I don't know. I'm not too sure. You know, it's the strangest thing, but I was just standing outside this window only a moment ago, right here.
And what did you see? What did you see?
Thought I saw a woman in your arm.
I did too. She was blonde. She seemed very nice.
She had masses of blonde hair, and she wore one of those frumpy little blouses that she handed you a drink.
You don't drink.
I mean, I would have realized if I'd thought about it for a minute that a man of your possibly be interested in such a drab, ugly little creature.
She was not ugly.
Oh, she's not so drab.
What?
Didn't think I'd be home so early, did you? Thought you had me fooled, didn't you? I've had my eye on you for some time now. I must be alone to work, you said. The great and famous playwright. Where is she?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Do you remember my play, Fury in the Night? You remember the character Philip Wainwright?
What's her name?
Married!
How common.
Oh, now, Victor.
Can you let him explain?
You let me explain?
I'm listening.
You know how sometimes I've told you that fictional characters come alive?
Yeah.
Playwright may have worked out some kind of move for them, but they refuse to do it. They become so strong that sometimes they take over the whole story. Philip Wainwright was the first one of my play characters to ever behave like that. No matter what I had planned for him, he balked. He wouldn't accept any of my decisions. He became alive. You understand?
Became real.
One night, when I was working here, right up here in my office, Philip Wainwright walked in through that door.
Oh, Greg, now really?
Victoria, you've got to believe me.
It is hard to take, though.
Alive, real flesh and blood man. And I created him.
Okay.
I am afraid that psychiatry is the next on the agenda.
I've even shaken hands with him.
You even made love to them, remember?
Yes. I mean, no.
Did you or didn't you?
And I don't even have to describe the characters in my plays anymore. I can describe any character I want.
You should be put away.
Now, you said that you saw Mary here, right?
Oh, I saw her here, all right.
Okay, where'd she go?
Did she get out?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
She could not have gone out through the window.
Okay.
You know there are no secret doors in here, but I'm going to show you how she got out of here because I want you to understand.
Can you, like, maybe start writing and seeing if maybe she pops up? Yeah, what's up with the scissors?
I snip off the part of the tape on which she is described. I roll the tape into a little ball. I throw it into the fireplace. She's gone. Uncreated.
Wow. Can you prove it?
Got to.
Now, what do you think you're doing?
Now, just a minute. I'm trying to save our marriage.
Let me show you. I'll create a character.
Waste your time.
Her name is Mary. 30 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall, nicely built, blonde hair, but with that quality of inner loveliness that brings real beauty to a woman.
Yeah.
An understanding woman.
Okay. Stick around. Just see if he's telling the truth, you know? She's gonna open the door and she's behind it.
She's opening the front door. She's walking across the hall.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mrs. West.
Oh dear. Became interesting.
Well?
Why do you bring me here now?
Because, oh, I'm sorry. Come in, Mary.
Yes, please, come in.
Do you believe me now, Victoria?
I believe this is some sort of fiendish plot. Then you lock the door and pretend to bring her back to life. You're trying to drive me insane, Gregory. You want to have me committed.
I just wanted to show you.
Is that why you brought me?
Yes.
Now, please try to understand, Mary. After all, Victoria is my wife.
Any longer I'm not after this diabolic conspiracy.
You make up a character.
You don't really believe that I want to...
Yes.
Here we go again.
You let me out of here, you...
No.
Gregory West, you let me out of here or I'm going to scream. I promise you I'm going to scream.
Why do you do this to me, Greg?
Well, I'm sorry, Mary, but what else can I do?
I just got here, Greg.
What else can I do?
It's all you ever say.
You wouldn't believe me, huh? You just gotta make me show you, huh? You've gotta make me force poor Mary to leave again. Sometimes I wonder.
Don't bring me back again, Greg. I can't bear it any longer.
Guess she remembers every time she gets burned, huh?
Forgive me, Mary, but she is my wife.
Gone.
Where is she?
Still don't believe me, huh?
Be hard to dispute at this point.
I told you. I uncreated her.
Oh, dear.
We won't let it happen anymore. I promise you I won't do it again. Oh, don't you see, Victoria? You're so perfect. You're so impeccable. Well, I've just felt inferior. I wouldn't have created Mary. I didn't create her to insult you. I wanted somebody to talk to. Someone that I'd feel comfortable with. Well, you understand, don't you? Of course, that's really my fault. I guess I should have...
He's gone.
Now, don't try to stop me, Gregory. I'm going to the nearest lawyer, and I'm going to have you put away for the rest of your unnatural life. I'm going to live all by myself in perfect peace and
Wow.
harmony.
No, Victoria.
Yes, Victoria.
So what is he gonna do about it?
A giant red-eyed elephant is standing in my hallway and will not let her pass.
Oh no.
Would you please get that elephant out of my hall?
Will you stay?
It's a hell of a power to have.
Yes.
It's gone. Does she still not believe him?
You are stark, staring, raving mad.
Okay.
You don't seriously think you're going to keep me in this house now, do
Do you want me to do it again?
you? No! I'll stay here for the moment. The first opportunity I get, I'm going to have you put away.
I believe you.
That's probably something you shouldn't say to somebody who has this kind of power.
How long has that been there?
Well, ever since you and I were married.
What's the twist, though? Is she a character? Is she somebody that he created?
What is that? What is this supposed to mean?
She is.
Now, Victoria, shall I put this back in the safe or shall I throw it in the fire?
Gregory, you're not seriously trying to make me believe
I am.
that...
Look at yourself. Regal, beautiful. You could have any man in the world that you want. Haven't you ever wondered how you happen to get stuck with me? Well, I'm telling you, you're just the sort of wife that I always used to think I wanted more than anything else in the world.
He's evolved.
Is this another one of your tawdry little tricks?
Nope.
Do you think you're frightening me?
No, I guess not. Or you're beyond that. I made you too strong. I forgot to add a little human frailty. I'll put this this back in the safe. I've got...
Would you like to know what I think of your childish nonsense?
She's gonna throw herself in the fire.
Greg, I feel so strange.
Told ya.
You don't mean that you were telling me the truth.
Yep.
You were right.
Victoria! She just wouldn't listen to me.
He's gonna bring her back.
Her name is Mrs. Victoria West.
Are you gonna bring her back now? I don't think he's going to.
Why not leave well enough alone?
He'll bring back the other one.
Her name is Mary. Mrs. Mary West. She's 30. Blonde hair, nicely built, clear complexion, a plain, unassuming female with that inner quality of loveliness that makes a woman truly beautiful. She is in her husband's study, preparing him a drink.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's romantic story on the Twilight Zone.
Hey, look who it is.
In real life, such ridiculous nonsense could never...
Rah!
This is cool. I like this, that they're breaking the fourth wall here. Oh, no.
I mean, you shouldn't say such things as nonsense and ridiculous.
Well, that's the way it goes. Leaving Mr. Gregory West, still shy, quiet, very happy.
Kind of a sad and happy ending.
In complete control of the Twilight Zone.
That was a pretty good one. Well, that was it. That was episode 36 of The Twilight Zone, and very interesting episode. I liked it. I actually forgot that there was going to be a twist until maybe the very end of the episode, where I realized that his wife was made up as well. That was just another character in all the other characters that he created. I understood why he went for Mary over the wife that he had, because his tastes have evolved past what he liked, however long he has been married for. At the same time, do these characters actually evolve with him? Do they become people to where they do experience different things and grow as a person and grow old? That's one thing they didn't really touch on, but he was an older guy, and these women that were popping up were younger, so maybe they do stay the same age and they don't age at all. It's very interesting that he went with somebody who was softer, who wasn't so goal-oriented, so that would be somebody who was in their 20s that is looking for somebody who is looking for goals and aspirations and looking for the finer things in life. But as you get older, you start realizing that those things are not as important as, say, somebody who is caring and giving and very supportive of the things that you want in life. That becomes something that you would want, compared to what you wanted 20 years ago. It's always changing, and I'm getting close to 40 now, and I look at my life and go, man, I wanted different things when I was 20 years old compared to where my life might be in another 20 years when I'm closer to 60. It's very interesting how things evolve, and you start seeing things like that the older you get, how life is different, how your experiences has changed you as a person. So I like this episode just because it made me kind of look back and see how I've changed as a person. I really do plan on going through the comment section more often, and actually before I go into the next episode, I will read the comments of this episode and of this season and kind of discuss it as an introduction for every episode. So, be sure to comment down below and let me know your thoughts of the episode as we go along. So I appreciate everybody who has been on this journey with me, and I'm looking forward to continuing on through the episodes to episode 156. But let's jump into some trivia and see what it took to get this episode off the ground. Rod Serling wanted Richard Egan to do the narration because of his rich, deep voice. However, due to the strict studio contracts of the time, Egan was unable. Serling said, "It's Richard Egan or no one. It's Richard Egan or I'll do it myself," which is exactly what happened. Rod Serling invited viewers to submit a script. He was flooded with over 14,000 scripts, and he actually got around to reading 500 of them. However, only 2 were any good, and he couldn't use them because they didn't fit the format of the show. Rod Serling made up the phrase "sixth dimension" to use in season 1's opening narration. William Self of CBS asked him what was the 5th dimension, given the dimensions 1 through 3 are exemplified by a line, a plane, and a cube, respectively, and the 4th was once thought to be time. Serling answered, "I don't know. Aren't there 5? He then changed the narration to, "There is a 5th dimension, beyond that which is known to man. Rod Serling thought he had come up with the term the Twilight Zone on his own. He liked the sound of it, but after the show aired, he found out that it was an actual term used by the U.S. Air Force pilots when crossing the day and night sides above the world. Almost all the men in Season 1 introduced by Rod Serling's opening narration was described as being 36 years old. Rod Serling was ranked number 1 in TV Guide's list of the 25 greatest sci-fi legends. This came out August 1st, 2005. Rod Serling admitted that several of the episodes, including some of his own, could have been better, saying, "I guess a third of the shows are pretty damned good. Another third are passable. Another third are dogs." All episodes in Season 1, 2, 3, and 5 were 30 minutes in length. Episodes in Season 4 were 1 hour in length, but only half the number of episodes due to CBS switching the show's available time slot where only an hour could be taken. Well, that's it for this episode and this season. Tune in next time for the podcast where I'll be going through Season 1, and we'll be continuing on after that podcast the following week going into Season 2, so be sure to tune in for that. And until next time, see you later.